Hey Google, when does the NBA regular season begin?
Here's a summary from Wikipedia. The regular season will begin on October 16th. The playoffs will begin shortly after, with the NBA Finals concluding in June.
What?
No NBA? For 2 months? This can't be. What am I gonna do?
So in this segment of Dribble It Out, I'm gonna be sharing with you guys what I'm personally going through right now, and that is NBA withdrawal. Now, some of you might be able to relate with this if you're a big fan of the NBA, where you are used to watching games every night, every other night, and right now you find yourself with nothing. Now, this is the time where the ocean settles and it's like a pond, like a lake. There is hardly any movement whatsoever, and you still have about 2 months left before the NBA officially begins. And that's where we are right now. There's only a little things here and there, like for example, right before I shot this video, I got a notification saying that Manu Ginobili is thinking of retiring. But little things like that aren't satisfying. And that's what I'm here to talk to you about. The NBA withdrawal symptoms. If you find yourself watching First Take, First Things First, The Jump, Undisputed, among other NBA shows, including these on YouTube, then you possibly are going through nostalgia if at the end of those shows you find yourself saying, man, I can't wait for the NBA to start. It builds the anticipation. Everyone is pitching in with their opinions. Everyone's saying what's gonna happen, what should happen, yet none of it translates to reality, except the fact that we still have 2 months left, because the NBA this year starts in October 16. Another way you know if you are going through NBA withdrawal is if you have a DVR service and you happen to have recorded the previous season games and you're like rewatching them, or you're looking up on YouTube highlights of NBA players and stuff like that, then you are probably going through NBA withdrawal symptoms because you're trying to get some of that in the blood system of the sport and the action and everything that goes on. You might be watching classics. There was a one time where I started looking up classics and old games and stuff like that. You might also be keeping up with trades, rumors, news such as Kawhi Leonard pitching in on the hiring of one of his friends from the Spurs into the coaching staff. And any little thing that comes up, you're quickly all on top of it reading it. So that tells you you're probably going through the NBA withdrawal symptoms. For some of you, you might be also trying to quench the thirst by watching the big three. Now, I personally have tried to get into it, but I just can't. It's not the same as NBA. For me, it's like pro players who have retired, and it's kind of like, well, this is what we can do now. Play the half-court game, kind of looking like pickup basketball. So to me, I just can't get into it. But it might soothe you. It might help you get through the process of this desert that we have to go through before getting to the promised land. And finally, if you're a gamer, you might be playing NBA 2K or NBA Live, and you're trying to set up teams how they are now, or construct them, or do the little simulations and stuff like that to get an idea of who could win based on the stats and stuff like that. Trying to also ease the pain of waiting for the NBA regular season to commence. So the hunger is real, the struggle is real, and we still have to wait. Some of us might start getting into the training camp situations once they start, getting into the preseason. If you live in an area where they have local teams, you might buy tickets to go to the preseason games, or it might be included in your TV subscription because you just can't wait. And that's what I'm going through right now. Are you going through the same thing? Are you going through these NBA withdrawal symptoms? Let me know in the comments. And also, what do you do to quench the thirst, ease the pain, satisfy the hunger? I appreciate your time. You know what to do. If you enjoyed it, slap that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Your time is greatly appreciated. I'll see you guys in the next one.